Hello guys, welcome back to Play Guitar and Enjoy. So today as you can see we are going to take a look on how to play the song Tujhe Kitna Chahna Lage by Arijit Singh, and it's from the movie Kabir Singh. So pretty simple arrangement to be played on guitar and no percussion added on this one. And to play this song all you need is a capo on the 3rd fret and your guitar should be in standard tuning. And if you are new to my channel and if you like this content, you can subscribe to this channel. That's enough for today's introduction. Now let's get started. And now my channel's intro shall appear. So we start with the first chorus of the song. So it sounds like this. So 6th fret of the 2nd string and 5th fret of the 3rd string, pick the both strings together. So I am using my pinky to pick the 6th fret of the 2nd string and using my ring finger to play the 5th fret of the 3rd string. So pick the both strings simultaneously. Then pick 5th fret of the 2nd string, 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So then you pick the 5th fret of the 3rd string. So what you get? Then now you pick the 5th fret of the 2nd string and the 3rd fret of the 5th string together. So I'm using my pinky to pick the 5th fret of the 2nd string and using my index finger to play the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So what you get? Like this. Okay. Then you pick the 3rd fret of the 5th string again. So then comes the next part. Okay, this is the 4th fret of the 3rd string and the 5th fret of the 4th string, pick the both strings together. Then you pick the 5th fret of the 3rd string. So I prefer to use the middle finger to pick the 4th fret of the 3rd string and use my 3rd finger to pick the 5th fret of the 4th string together. I pick the 2 strings simultaneously. Then I use my pinky to pick the 5th fret of the 3rd string here. So then you pick the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, 5th fret of the 3rd string. So like this. Okay, then the 3rd fret of the 5th string and the 5th fret of the 3rd string together. Then you play the bass note again, that is 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So okay, so till now what you get? Then 5th fret of the 4th string and 5th fret of the 3rd string. So okay, so till now what you get? Then the next part. So this is the 7th fret of the 3rd string, 7th fret of the 3rd string and 8th fret of the 2nd string, pick the both strings together. Okay, then you pick the 8th fret of the 2nd string twice. So Then you pick the 8th fret of the second string again. So then you pick the 9th fret of the third string. Okay. Then you pick 7th fret of the third string. So again. Then 10 and 10 of the 4th string and 5th string together. So okay. Then so slide from 5 to 7th on the third string. Then again you do a slide from 7 to 9th. So then 7th fret of the third string. So then you pick 7th fret of the third string and the 5th fret of the 4th string together. So sorry. Then you do a hammer on from 5 to 7th. Then you do a pull up from 7 to 5. So then you do a hammer on from 4 to 5 on the third string, and again you do a pull up. So then you pick the 2nd fret of the third string. So like this. Okay. Then comes this part. So open of the 1st string and 3rd fret of the 5th string, pick the both strings together. Then open of the 1st string. So then 3rd fret of the 2nd string, 1st fret of the 2nd string. So then comes this part. So you do a hammer on from 1 to 3 on the 2nd string, and along with that you are going to pick the open of the 3rd string together. Okay. Then you do a slide from 3 to 5. Then you pick the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So okay, again. Then comes this part. So this is in C major chord. Open and open on the 2nd string and 3rd string, pick the both strings together. 1st fret of the 2nd string. Then you do a hammer on from 1 to 3 on the 2nd string. So then 1st fret of the 2nd string. Then you hold the C major chord, that is with your index finger you put that on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, with your middle finger you put that on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and with the help of your ring finger you put that on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So this is the C major chord. I might have given the diagram so that you can see if you have any problem. So after placing the C major chord, you are going to pick these 3 strings one at a time. So the 2nd string, the 4th string and the 5th string together. So you are holding the 1st fret of the 2nd string, the 2nd fret of the 4th string and the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So what you get? Again. So 3rd fret of the 5th string, 2nd fret of the 4th string and 1st fret of the second string. So again, then the next part. So how to play this? They're all the same notes, all the third fret, 3, 3 and 3. So I'm using my middle finger to pick the third fret of the fifth string. Okay, put your finger here and put your ring finger, that is this one, you put that on the third fret of the second string, and put your pinky on the third fret of the first string. So the G shape chord comes here. So after placing this chord, you are going to do a down strum like this. Then you pick the third fret of the first string 2 times. So then you pick third fret of the fifth string and open on the first string together. So again like this. Then you pick third fret of the second string, then first fret of the second string. So okay, then so what we are doing here, we are doing a hammer on from 1 to 3 on the second string, and along with that pick the open of the third string together. Like this you do a hammer on and play the other string, that is the third string. Then you do a slide from 3 to 5 on the second string. So then third fret of the second string, then you pick third fret of the second string and the fifth fret of the fourth string together. So like this. Then the fourth fret of the third string, then this is the fifth fret of the fourth string, then third fret of the second string. So again, so till now what you get, let's see the entire thing from the first. And then comes the next part that sounds like this. So first fret of the second string and open on the first string, then pick first fret of the first string, so then third fret of the first string, so then fifth fret of the first string, so then you pick the fifth fret of the first string along with the bass note, that is the third fret of the fifth string. Okay, then so third fret of the fifth string, fifth fret of the third string, and fifth fret of the first string. So you get then the next part. So this is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 8th fret of the first string and second string, pick the both strings together, then 7th fret of the first string, 5th fret of the first string, so then 8th fret of the second string, so then pick 8th fret of the second string and open on the third string. Okay, so again, then you pick 8th fret of the second string, 9th fret of the third string, again 8th fret of the second string, so like this. Then comes this part. Again, so this is the 8th fret of the second string and 5th fret of the third string. Pick the both strings together, then 6th fret of the second string, slide back from 5 to 3 on the second string, so then 3rd fret of the second string, then you do a slide from 3 to 6th, and along with that you are going to pick open of the third string like this, so you get again, then 6th fret of the second string, 7th fret of the third string, again 6th fret of the second string, so then comes this part. So 6th fret of the second string, I am holding that with my pinky, and with the help of my ring finger I am picking the 5th fret of the third string together, then pick 5th fret of the first string, 3rd fret of the first string, 6th fret of the second string, so then 3rd fret of the 5th string with the help of your index, and pick the 5th fret of the second string with the help of your ring finger, so you do a pull up from 6 to 5 on the second string like this, and then you do a slide back from 3 to 1. So let's see the entire thing, that is from the second part of the chorus, from the start. So it sounds like this. Okay, so here completes the first chorus of the song. Now let's take a look on how to play the verse of the song. So the verse sounds like this. And this goes on repeated twice. So let's quickly learn this, how to play this one. First fret of the second string and second fret of the third string, pick the both strings together like this, then pick 3rd fret of the second string, then you do a slide from 3 to 5 on the second string, so then pull up from 3 to 1 on the second string, and then pick the first fret of the second string again. So like this. Then so first fret of the second string, hold that with the index finger, and with the help of your middle finger you pick the second fret of the third string, and along with that you are going to do a hammer on from 1 to 3 on the second string, like this. Then first fret of the first string, open of the first string, so like this. Then you pick the third fret of the second string, then 3 and 3 of the second string and the fifth string together. So again little more slower. Then so 2 of the third string and first fret of the second string, and along with that do a hammer on from 1 to 3 on the second string. Then first fret of the second string, so then open of the second string, so then second fret of the third string, so then you do a hammer on from 1 to 3 on the second string, and along with you pick the second fret of the third string together. Then open of the first string, then you pick third fret of the second string, then first fret of the second string, so then 3 and 3 of the second string and the fifth string together, then open of the first string, so third fret of the second string, first fret of the second string, and first fret of the second string and third fret of the fifth string together, so then let's see what we have learned so far on this part. So you hold the C major chord, the diagram is above, and you strum. So how to strum? Down, up, up, down, up, down. So the strumming pattern is this: down, up, down, okay? Down, up, down, down. So hold the C major chord, then down, up, down, down, okay? So let's see what we get. And what you are going to do next is you are going to repeat this segment exactly the same twice. So let's see after repeating twice what we get. So that completes the verse of the song. Now let's take a look on how to play the bridge of the song. So it sounds like this. This bridge is really simple. Hold the F major chord. You might hold that with the bar shape, or you can hold like this. Okay. So we do not need the entire chord. We just need these 3 notes. That is the first fret of the first string, second fret of the third string, and third fret of the fifth string. We need only this 3 notes. Okay, you can hold the position here like this, or after holding the F major chord, that is, put a bar over the first fret, and with the help of your middle finger you pick the second fret of the third string. With the help of your ring finger you put that on the third fret of the fifth string, and with your pinky you put that on the third fret of the fourth string. This is the F major chord, and you hold this 3 notes, that is the fifth string, third string, and the first string. You will get these notes. Then so the same string pattern, down, up, up, down, up, down. Real easy. Down, up, up, down, up, down. So then you hammer on from 1 to 3 on the first string, and along with that you are going to pick open of the third string together like this. Then open of the first string and third fret of the fifth string together, so like this. Then you hold the C major chord. The diagram is there, and then again you do the same string pattern, that is down, up, up, down, up, down. So okay, so then you do a slide from 1 to 3 on the second string. Then you hold the F major chord, and you pick the first fret of the top string. I am playing that with my thumb. Second fret of the third string, I am playing that with my middle finger. And another note I want, that is first fret of the second string, I am playing that with index finger. So these 3 notes. So and again you do the same strumming, down, up, up, down, up, down. Okay, so till now what you get? Then hammer on from open to 1 on the second string. Then you pick second fret of the third string and the third fret of the fifth string together. So then you hold the F major chord, and then you do the same strumming again. So okay, so till now what you get? So this entire thing you are going to repeat twice. After this you are going to repeat to the chorus of the song that you have already learned. You can play this way, or you can improvise, that is So first fret of the second string and open on the first string, pick the both strings together. First fret of the first fret of the first string, so third fret of the first string, fifth fret of the first string. So then you pick the fifth fret of the first string and the third fret of the fifth string together. So this is exactly the same, you have already learned this. Again I am telling, the third fret of the fifth string, the fifth fret of the third string and the fifth fret of the first string. So then 8 and 8 of the first string and the second string, 7th fret of the first string, 5th fret of the first string. So then you pick the third fret of the first string, then you pick that third fret of the first string again, and along with that you are going to pick open of the third string. So again, so third fret of the first string, then fifth fret of the second string, and again third fret of the first string. So you can notice the difference. The first thing we did was this, and now it is this. Okay, then so third fret of the first string and the first fret of the second string, pick the both strings together, then first fret of the first string. So then open of the first string. So then third fret of the second string. So then you pick third fret of the fifth string and first fret of the first string together. So again, now you pick third fret of the fifth string, open of the third string, and first fret of the first string. So then so open of the third string and first fret of the first string, pick the both strings simultaneously, then fifth fret of the first string, so then third fret of the first string, so then first fret of the first string, then open of the first string and third fret of the fifth string together. So then you do a hammer on from open to 1, then you do a pull up like this, then you pick 3 and 3 of the second string and fifth string together. So then you need to repeat the main verse of the song again. Then comes the pre-chorus part of the song. This is the last part, so it sounds like this. So 5 and 5 of the third string and the fourth string, then 5th fret of the 2nd string. So then you hold the C major chord. So putting the bar over the across the 3rd fret and putting a bar on the first 4 strings, you get the C major chord. You might have get the diagram. So like this, and you do a down strum. Then 3rd fret of the 2nd string, 1st fret of the 2nd string. So then you hold the C major chord and then you do a down strum again. So like this. And this segment you are going to repeat again. So till this much you are going to repeat. Now instead of playing the C major chord, you are going to do the G major chord. So I am holding the G major chord with the help of my middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. My 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of the top string, and my pinky is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay. Then so what you get? Then the next part, like this. 1st fret of the 2nd string and open of the 3rd string, pick the both strings together. Then 3rd fret of the 1st string. Then you pick 3 and 3 of the 1st string and the 5th string together and you do a down strum. So like this. Then pick 1st fret of the 1st string, open of the 1st string. So then you pick 3rd fret of the 2nd string and the 3rd fret of the 5th string together and you do a down strum. So then you pick 3rd fret of the 2nd string and 3rd fret of the 5th string together. So like this. Then now you pick 1st fret of the 2nd string and open on the 3rd string together. Then you pick 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then you do a slide from 3 to 5 on the 2nd string. So then you do a slide back from 5 to 3 again, like this. Then so 3rd fret of the 2nd string, 1st fret of the 2nd string, then you hold the C major chord again and you do a down strum, like this. So the entire pre-chorus part sounds like this. Okay, so that completes the pre-chorus of the song, and thus the entire song is completed. After playing the pre-chorus, you are going again back to the chorus of the song. So this you have already learned, and again after playing the chorus you are going back to the main verse of the song. So By this way, you complete the entire arrangement of the song.